Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be just popping on here for about an hour. I know this isn't typically when I stream, but figured, I was just going to hop on for an hour to do some grinds, so might as well stream it for a little bit. So here we go. I'm going to be playing, more or less, it's just, tier 10s for the most, or not tier 10s, tier 9s for the most part. And a couple tier 8s I'm grinding as well. But figure I might as well make the most out of this personal reserve I have going too. I might throw in, like another tank here or there. But for the most part, just going to be trying to do at least, a couple doubles and stuff like that. But starting off with WZ 132A, and yeah, this isn't exactly the best matchmaking for this thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes here. Hello, John and Flame. Yeah, usually, occasionally, like I'll pop on Fridays just to do some grinds, but I typically won't stream them. But I figure, what the hell today? Even though Levi, he's been a little bit extra whiny today, so hopefully he quits doing that. That's not good. I missed the first shot there. Really needed to get that first hit. Granted, I do have quite a bit of alpha on this tank, so I'm not that afraid here. Hello, Xavier. Don't really want to lose the HP, but it seems like my team is my team's a little bit afraid to move up here, to say the least. It's like we have, I don't even know, what, 3 TDs back there? Come on, guys, there's literally nothing that you can shoot back there. I already gave Levi a couple treats, because I was just outside for about maybe 2 hours, picking raspberries, walking him, stuff like that, a little bit of gardening. Oopsie daisy. I'd say that gonna hurt. Hopefully I can repair in time. Yep. Be nice though, there's Strev 103 B all the way back there. One of our only 3 tier 10s. Yeah, just chilling back there, Not really wanting to push up at all. Sneaking a little shot there. Alright, he's finally moving up. Fantastic. It's just our south. Once they push in the south, we are going to be screwed, more or less. Panther 2 shot. I kinda wish I had an HE round right now. So. Hello, Uber. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. I'll tip him right after the battle here. He's laying down right next to my chair here, but he's not actually sleeping or anything. But unlike other streams, I won't be taking any requests today. Just gonna be picking mainly grinds. I might throw in a tier 10 here or there, but see. Just, my team went from kind of camping at the field to literally all going to the same exact spot. Yeah. Granted, it's not the worst place in the world. However, it kind of limits us as to what we can do. I'm just gonna do that. Might not pay off here. We'll see. I have a feeling that they both are going to be pointing that direction. Oh lord. I kind of guessed wrong here. Ah shit, I 0 damage tracked him. But there's a Foshbee coming up on my left now. Need to reposition slightly. But yeah, we're past the point of, not that we're down by many tanks, but a little bit past the point of pulling out a victory here. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. No doubt about it, because yeah. It's just, it sucks that we waited so long when they only had the one Centurion and Ferdinand up far in the beginning. Oh well. Actually, let me tip him before moving on. Yeah, I haven't done a... Hey! I haven't done a unscheduled stream in quite some time here. Hopefully I'll be able to do more of these. Hey buddy. Now that you know, we're definitely not slow yet at the restaurant, but getting close there. But yeah, unfortunately a loss, but let me hop into the WZ-111 here. Yes, I work on Mondays. Hello Canadian, nice to see you. If it's a holiday, even though Labor Day, we're not that busy for Labor Day, to be honest. But yeah, if it's a holiday, usually I work it if we're open. The only holidays I really get off are potentially Halloween, depending on if there's parties around that time. Christmas, New Year's. That's more or less the extent of things. Alright, I'm probably going to be pushing on the right side here. Which, for anyone, you know, kind of disappointed that Grand Battles weren't really popping up on the NA server, Wargaming released a micro patch, and they admitted that they made a oopsie to where they forgot to basically change the parameters for the NA server. Because basically with matchmaking, they set a, you know, basically a number to where if there's not that amount of people online or in the tier 10 queue, I think it has more to do with how many people are queuing up with tier 10s in any given time frame. The server doesn't create any of the 30v30 battles, and they forgot to change it for NA to where the number was basically high for the NA server based off of the population compared to, say, EU and RU, to where it was basically impossible for them to actually fire off outside of like a very, very small chance. So I'm fairly sure that there's a micro patch and it already came out already. So thank you very much, Uber, for the tip. Levi, he's enjoying his tip though, because literally when I sat down too, he was like begging me for some. But he's gonna lay down, and I'm sure he'll pop right back up if he gets another one. But this dog, when I was out picking picking raspberries. He kept getting caught in the bird netting I have. He must have eaten like maybe 2 dozen raspberries as I was picking them, because he's like sitting there begging me for them. Hello, poser. What about Joe? Who's Joe? I'm confused. Hello, Zirin Zhang. Hopefully, you're not flooding. Did I say Joe? I'm confused. Oh, how the... Oh my... I don't even know where the hell I hit him to bounce off of him. It's like the luckiest M4. Oh. Hey, you can't tip as another name now? That's strange. Like, it showed up as, you know, your username here. If it made you, for anyone using Streamlabs, if it makes you sign in as, you know, with your YouTube account, you can actually, I believe, just skip past that. If there's an option just to log in as guest or something like that, you don't actually have to log in. That mainly pops up because I guess they might think that you might, you know, try to stream or something like that, to where you only have to technically log in with your YouTube, Twitch, whatever account if you plan on using, you know, like their streaming services. That's at least how I understand it. Hello, old school. Yeah, I decided to pop on here since work today wasn't terribly bad. Definitely, you know, we're still busy, but you know, it's only like 60 degrees out here, so I didn't like die from the heat today. But yeah, Streamlabs, as far as signing in, there should be a way to skip the login, to where you can just tip and change your name. If it doesn't, though, I'll look into it, because they might have switched something, which if they did, then that's it's kind of dumb. Yep, I'm just gonna cap here. Way to ruin it. I wanted to get 100 out of 100. Master Badge 2nd class, not too shabby. High caliber award. That was a pretty straightforward, easy match. I'm gonna hop back into this guy, trying to get the double done on this. Alrighty then, let's... I'm thinking south, but I could get into some trouble here. Thank you very much, Big Easy Snow, for the tip. I was gonna say it's a... Because I hadn't even noticed. I remember after yesterday's stream, I changed the, you know, the monthly donation, or I should say tip goal. I just looked down, I'm like, huh, it's September 1st. I'm not taking any requests tonight, Zirin, sorry. Oh my god. I'll blame that on me, because I should have aimed a little bit differently, but yeah. Oh lord. Did not expect the T-30 to be exactly there, but... Yeah, I'll look in... I don't think there's any settings on my side, because, you know, I can somewhat control the donation page that you guys see, but I don't have anything set up to where it forces you to log in. Risky maneuver. Yeah, I used a 200% credit booster, so I'm just gonna be mainly grinding here. Or not credit, but experience booster. But usually if I don't have a scheduled stream, I guess pretty much I try not to take requests when I'm just streaming on a night off. I might get popped here, but there's a good chance that he wasn't gonna hit me or even shoot at all there. Thank you very much for the tip, not Echo Baby. He's gonna go left, so I'm just gonna stay right for the hell of it, but I don't know what the guy in the bottom right hand corner is doing, and to be honest. Third man can't hit me. Sorry, T92, you're extremely slow, but you should have moved a while ago. Like, who do I aim at? The 183? The WZ-132? Could be the 183, however... Oh god. Be bad. Yep. I took my chance. If I had a premium round, I would have penned him, but... I just saw they broke through here, so I'm just like, screw it. Might as well just go for it. Yeah. And that didn't exactly work out, obviously. Alright, so let me just kind of scroll down. My next grind. AMX 1390. Yeah, just looking on my side as far as Streamlabs, I have it enabled to where you guys can change your name to whatever, and there's no restrictions on anything. So it's probably just, if it ever shows up a login screen, you should just be able to like click off to the side, or there should be something that gets proceed without logging in. Worst comes to worst, you could just make a kind of a throwaway account on, say, like one of the third-party streaming services that you never plan on watching anybody on, like Beam or something else, and make a name there, but you shouldn't have to. Say, I just saved you. Even though it looks like you're still sticking on me for some reason. Alright. Gotta be worried about Artie, but I have a feeling this guy's gonna try to move. We'll see though. Doesn't necessarily have to go somewhere, but my problem is I can't really set up that well with the gun depression on this. I'm actually tempted to start shooting this 59 Patton. Yes, she is. One more shot, and I didn't pen him. Gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, more or less she's working every night except or not every night. She doesn't always work nights. Only day off is tomorrow. So I will not be surprise streaming tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. Although the weather is going to be pretty crappy, which I'm a little bit depressed because it's the first year where it's actually going on right now, but I didn't want to I didn't want to go there alone. It's not as fun, you know, doing things alone. My grandparents weren't really up to going because they're into like plane stuff, like military. My grandfather mainly. None of my friends care about like, you know, say tanks or planes or whatnot too, but I wanted to go to the air show that's in the airport right next to me. They do it every year on Labor Day weekend. Usually Ryan and I are both working, but tomorrow, you know, with her being off, perfect time for us to, you know, both go to it. But basically we're getting the remnants of Harvey, so it's going to be raining, and they're going to cancel it, where I've already seen most of the, oh god, most of the stuff inside. Most of the stuff they do for the show is outside. Like they fly, like I've seen it when I was out picking raspberries, like 3 or 4 different bombers, like you know, real ones that are maintained and, you know, as historical and real as they possibly be for being that old. They take off, and you can basically buy tickets to fly up in them. Cool stuff like that, and see planes take up or take off close, like stuff. You know, it's just something different and cool for around here. But unfortunately, the rain kind of ruins it. But I wouldn't want to go there without her and kind of have a impulse to, you know, buy something to, say, go in a plane or something crazy like that. She might be a little bit angry if I do that without her. If I was the CEO for one day at Wargaming, I can change one thing only. I would just say, basically, I hope they end up doing this, but they probably won't. I think if I had one thing to do, it would be get rid of premium rounds, make them cost the same as standard rounds, leave the penetration more or less intact, but lower the damage per shell by, I would say, 25%. And that doesn't apply to all premium shells. Basically, say like the Hess shell. Basically, rebalance premium shells for 95% of the tanks to where instead of having same damage, more penetration by, you know, anywhere from like 25 to over 100 millimeters a pen, keep the penetration, lower the damage, so you can pick between the two. That's what I would do. And also, along with that, because I feel like this is still one change, basically give tanks more options to where if they had, you know, say AP, APCR, Heat, and HE, give them the option of all four, but only allow you to pick 3 for a certain match and load out. Not good. Yeah, I can't actually point down here. Touche, T20. I don't even know if he knew that I couldn't hit him, but he might. I would like to thank... Okay, thank you, Thunderbolt. I'm like, I would like to move here. But I'll help him. I'll head up this way. I'm sure. That's why, you know, someday I'd like to do something like that. You know, I literally live right next to like a small local airport, and we have a really cool, it's called Naval Air Station Wildwood, I believe. But it's an air museum, and it's pretty cool. You can actually I could bring Levi there. It's not expensive, and it's open every day. I can literally walk there if I wanted to. Yeah, I actually haven't been able to go to the air show, you know, and go see it all. Like, I've seen it. I just haven't been able to, like, do any of the unique stuff that they have there. Granted, flying on one of the planes is, you know, at least it depends on the plane and if they have open slots that day. Because you can pre-purchase them. It's at least 100, 150 bucks, so it's definitely not cheap. Alright, dude, you really don't need to pull out that far. Like, he had a shot there. But one of these days, crossing our fingers that Ryan actually had an interview today for a teaching position that opened up. It's still pretty far away. It's a 45-minute drive away, but yeah. Basically, she had the first interview and it went well enough to where she's going to get a call for the second interview either someday this weekend or most likely it'll be Monday. Oh god, that's not good. That's definitely not good. No, I'm dead. We should still win, but I guess for inflation, that's about right. Yeah, 50 bucks in today, I would have done this by now. Sorry JJ, I'm not platooning, not taking any tank requests or you know, anything like that tonight. I'm just mainly on the grind tanks. I typically don't platoon today or stream, you know, I should say. So, you know, bud. All right. I was gonna say, I almost forgot for a while that I was grinding the RU-251. It's just, there's so much experience you need to get from the tier 9 to the tier 10. It's like almost 300,000 experience. It's just for the tank. You know, I already got all the modules, so. Tell Ryan to get the tip money out. I don't know if she'll make that much tonight. She's at our restaurant, and I know it's pretty slow for tonight, just because a lot of people are they're not really doing too much this weekend because it's really cold today, where it's not a beach day at all. It's gonna rain all tomorrow and part of Sunday morning, to where you don't have like the foot traffic that you need to fill a place up. So thank you for tipping Levi again. Right, he's pushing in here. And he's pushing in here. I'm probably gonna die here. Because literally my team... Yeah, I don't even know where I can run. Nowhere. Like, I usually don't point things out, but literally, we got a huge chunk of people here. Huge chunk of people here. No, nobody at all. Awesome. I should have ran away before that, but oh well. Usually you at least have like 1 or 2 people able to support you there in the little bowl. And yeah, didn't even have one, to where the enemy's just like, yeah, we're just gonna push on this guy. Alright. Let's give Levi a bunch of tiny ones here. For his favorite. You know, bud. I just threw them. He's like looking at me like, you did what? He has this big, I don't think it's in here. It kind of looks like that one, if you can see that on the floor. But it's like a big wheel that I can throw and rolls away, and he chases it. Freaking threw it across the yard today. He watched it roll, look back at me, and start running around in circles for like 5 minutes, and he couldn't find it. It's literally sitting right out in the open. Zirin, please don't spam. I have no idea why you're saying quacks, but honestly, if you do it again, you're at least gonna get timed out here. Actually, I'm just gonna... Yeah, spamming is something that, yeah. Please don't do that. I think I have mastered almost flipping myself over, but not in light tanks. Trying to get very early spots for my team and nothing at all. Awesome. The enemy team really doesn't like coming out over here. Awesome. Really bad for me. I was about to say, I wonder who spotted me, because I technically didn't spot anybody. Oops, still sliding. Hello Jack, nice to see you. Hope school's going well for you. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it and hope that my team supports me. Definitely sees me at this point. I just got whacked by that. Yes, my team did push up. Are they actually going to help me? Probably not. Haven't seen anyone get shot around me yet. Already shot, but yeah. These guys back here are, yeah, they're clueless. Oh well. I was getting tired of sitting there because, you know, sitting up here is all fine and dandy, but you can't hit all the way down here from this area very easily unless the enemy lets you. So if you don't have any tanks down here, it's kind of pointless to sit here and expect them to let you shoot them time after time. So the enemy's all sitting here and we're all camping this way. Meanwhile, our hill, a little bit outnumbered to where the longer we wait, higher chance of these guys dying than pushing, us losing. So, oh well. Which I'm gonna have to work on. Right now I'm currently out of new toys for Levi, so gonna be working on replenishing the stock here, hopefully by next stream. That's sad to hear, John. Well, if it's like Levi sometime, I don't know how old your dog is. Granted, we give him a lot of joint stuff. At times his leg will, say like his elbow almost, will like lock up a little bit. And he does the same thing. He holds his leg out. And he kind of just stares at us like, fix me. Then 2 minutes later, he's sprinting around like normal. Yep, somebody got that Chinese tank destroyer ready. Honestly, you know, the Chinese tank destroyer line isn't bad. Just looking at the thing, it's basically just a slightly different set of Russian TDs, the 268 line. I don't think it's worth pushing up quickly or spending free experience and stuff on, honestly. Because if at this point you haven't gone down the Russian TD line, you know, it's not like that's going to bring you anything new and out of the ordinary that you just have to have it. I'm just waiting to see if my team's... Sure. Hit him on the upper glacis, but we have a lot of people sitting around the base. It's kind of scaring me. Plays kind of with really scaring me now, because thank you, Bat, for doing that. Pushing the south can be fairly hard. I think... Hope I didn't get spotted there. Whew, made it down. That could have went very bad very quickly. Trying to get in there before they realize that I'm down here. Go. Through UE50M. Because we have people in the center, but they're literally all down on the beach, which doesn't really help anyone but the beach. So not exactly my favorite place for my team to push, because they can just get stuck there, and that's literally the only spot that they're able to help. Not like he can help two different areas. Ah, God, I'm dead now. I didn't expect to get hit by the T-54 lightweight, so oh well. I just really hope that this guy here, yep, he's paying attention. Good. We should win this, but yeah, this is taking a little bit long down there, because pushing down the beach, it helps if you don't put everyone, you know, literally on the beach, since you're just pushing down a straight line. Their arty can hit you very easily, their TDs can hit you, and you know, it's better to kind of split between the beach and that little route I took there, because you're able to kind of still push forward, shoot a little bit into their base, but also help out the north so they don't crumble. But should be fine. I'm gonna hop into this little guy, and maybe I'll hop into a tier 10 as well, to see if, you know, maybe the 30v30 mode. We'll see. Because as far as how long I plan on streaming, I'm more or less going a little bit past 8 here until my personal reserves end. It's probably about three more battles. Can't really go any longer than that, because I gotta... Usually I don't stream Fridays, I just gotta do a couple things for Levi, as far as grooming goes, so yay. Granted, knowing this dog, he's probably gonna run outside in the rain tomorrow and like freaking jump in the mud or something. Hello Dean, nice to see you. Please guys, like, it's just holy crap, we have a lot of people in the base. Any tips to become better, wishy-washy? Yeah, you can take a look at my website, WoTguru.com, but primarily the aspects that, you know, if you want to improve, it's more or less learning maps, you know, where to go, where not to go, learning how your tank plays, strengths, weaknesses, you know, learning, you know, what the enemy tanks, their weaknesses are, of course, and their strengths. Like, say this T10 here, I know he's a little bit better armor than me, but I have the better gun, better mobility. So if I fall behind here as far as damage goes, I'm gonna want to kind of run away. Yeah, it's really, I would say knowing maps that's the most important part. Where to go, where not to go, and stuff like that. And also not taking stupid shots. Hello Rich, nice to see you. And yeah, not looking at chat, because I shouldn't have gotten shot there. It's just, right now, we finally have a Black Prince coming up behind us. Yeah. This Lorraine 40T is pretty dangerous. I'm able to take him out if... There we go. Looked like I was aiming at the ground, but third person view can be a little bit wonky. I knew I was aiming at the right spot to hit him. Don't want to ram him much. Just you know, just enough. Waiting for him to stop. He should die though by our TDs. If he doesn't, you know, on our IS-6 holding down the sniping spot there. Sorry, 75. I was actually trying to hit him on the upper glacis. He was angling like that for a very specific reason. Alright. Yeah, you know, if I pop on World of Tanks, sometimes, you know, I won't stream, but if I had a pretty good day at work and I'm not, like, beat, then, and I know if I'll be on for at least an hour straight, you know, I always try to stream. That just hasn't happened, recently. Ah, crap, I could've, should've, would've taken that. Okay, angle... 75's pushing, excellent. Best to face hug him. Yeah, it's not gonna block APCR. One thing is, do not aim low on tanks either. I almost shot underneath him. So sometimes people complain about like 0 damage hits on the sides. It's because you aim too low. Some tanks, you know, it's very deceptive. Their hull doesn't go all the way down to the ground. You can see it from this view, but aiming at the side, you don't want to aim too high on, say, like an IS-3 there, because it has side space armor. But if you aim too low, you're just gonna miss, and it's gonna be very frustrating. Thanks for explaining that. But yeah, VZ, you know, leading off in a stream with a curse word is, you know, it's not exactly something that, you know, is very good. Alright, so let me hop into a tier 10. How do I, yeah, I'd say I'd hop into that, but let me hop into something different. Let me play the M48. Yeah, every single shot. Can tell that a lot of people seem to be wanting, like, ever since the new patch came out, a lot more people are playing tier 10s. And there's a lot of tier 10 only battles. It's just, even after the micro patch today, I had a little bit of time at the very end of work. I had like half hour to where I finished my prep list at the end, and we weren't super busy. So I was looking on the forums, and you know, there's still a ton of people at tier 10, and nobody was getting the 30v30 to where they might need to adjust the NA queue a little bit more. Yeah, Levi, he is snoring, yes. Oh, I don't know what the second word is, if you're asking what he said. Yeah, Levi tends to, you know, I have a bed back there for him. He tends to not want to sleep there, and he lays next to the computer tower, probably because it's warm, and underneath the microphone here. That's my guess, at least. That, or he tries to, in case he falls asleep, he's very weird at, you know, if he falls asleep, he thinks you're like gonna abandon him and leave him. I always give him like a little tap and be like, hey dog, I'm, you know, going outside or something, or a different room. Because he has pretty bad separation anxiety. But he like shoves his head or puts his feet in between my computer chair a lot, so that might have... Oh, I don't know what that second word is, he said. So... Oh, the second word is just what, maybe? If that's what you mean? But yeah, translating stuff, you know, it takes me a little bit longer than I'd like to translate something. Just because my other screen here is filled with tons of different windows to where the likelihood of me screwing it up just to open up another Chrome window is a little bit too high. I'm guessing he's asking why he got banned, maybe, or timed out. Really? I bounced off of the E4 like that? Strange. Bounced off of him again. Holy crap. This is like the luckiest T110 E4 in existence. I'm trying to hit the engine to set him on fire, but I mean, holy shit, like... I guess this guy, I can pen him, but the other one has, like, you know, some extra armor slapped on back there. You want to try that, E4? You would have been better to run away. Alright, third time's the charm with Cookie over here. Really? He can't make this. He can't make this shit up. Holy crap! That's 3 bounces and 0 damage critical hits on the back of that one T110E4. Oops, my armor moved. Yeah, I have no explanations for at least 2 of them. The last one looked like it just hit him in the track armor, but the first one definitely bounced, which maybe it hit the side of his turret, or I don't even know. Gotta be careful with people frickin' poking out further than what you think they will. I almost shot that IS-7 because he didn't stop in time. Alright. I can get him. This guy either doesn't have any shells, or I think at most he has 2, so I'm fine to just push in. Hello, Miko. Pretty decent match though. 5,000 damage, more or less. Honestly, I said it last stream. Everyone's focusing and screaming that the new AMX-50 Foch-B is overpowered. I would be very surprised if Wargaming does not nerf the M48 patent. Maybe not next patch, but the patch after. I would be surprised if they don't. I would say for public battles, it was already, because they buffed it, you know, maybe 3 or 4 patches ago already. I would say for public battles, this is the best medium tank to play, especially while solo. You have everything going for you for a medium, except for a little bit of hull armor, but mainly the size of the tank. Everything else is spot on. Like before, your main weakness was your size plus the slightly squishy armor on the turret and the hull, to where the turret can actually bounce tier 10 shots now frontally, unless they hit your very small cupola now, because they shrunk it. You know, it used to stick up to about here to where you can damage, to where now, you know, or that's a little exaggerating, maybe it was up to here, but it can actually bounce tier 10 shots now, to where you mainly have to worry about A, premium rounds hitting you, and B, on top of that, you have to worry about tier 10 TDs, you know, they're standard rounds, of course. But outside of that, I would say it's better than when it was initially released, where when it was initially released, it had even better on-the-move accuracy, overall accuracy, and DPM that it currently has. And it was awesome to play. Hello, Kotchan, Valpov. But yeah, the M46 patent at tier 9 too, I would say that might need, honestly, nerfing as well. But, you know, that's at least, that's dependent on whether or not you use premium rounds. If you use just standard rounds, that's still, it's a very good medium, but it's not broken. if you use, you know, a sprinkling, or some people probably run all full, I think it's APCR with the M46 at tier 9. You basically turn into a tier 10 medium with that thing. Hello Armas, nice to see you. So for the stream here, you know, I might do one more battle after this at the very most, but I'm not going to be able to do any more than just one more after this, depending on how long this one takes. Yeah, I still have work, I still have 3 days of work ahead of me here, to where I can't stay up too late for Fridays, so I think they're equal. You know, even after the 140 getting buffed, I still think they're equal. T62A and 140. You know, thank you very much, Patton. Honestly, I know that he might not have even noticed that, but you're going on my blacklist for that. It's why sometimes if you ever find yourself on my blacklist, sometimes it's nothing personal. You just do something like that, and it might, you know, you might not have even noticed that you've done it. I can be spiteful sometimes. A lot of times. Alright, let that T10 or T100 drop off there in no man's land, and he'll be stuck and useless. Ah, crap. Running away is not a good idea. I don't know how that bat chat survived, though, to be honest. That TVP out. That TVP out. Their T100. I don't think he can get out of there. That would be... I think that would actually be one of the few tanks that could get out of that spot. You guys have seen me up there a few times, so... Which, I'm not all about pushing on this E5. I'm actually going to pull back here. Just without Artie, it's better if we play it a little bit safe. And the T10 has killed that Patton. Like, he can't get out of there, but you still gotta be aware that he can shoot you. Let me take a little peek here. Oh. What's up with me bouncing on the back of American tanks in these past 2 matches here? I'm actually really concerned here because this 140 survives. Thank God. Why wouldn't he be throwing anything other than a heat round? Like, I threw one heat round out this match, but that's the first I think we saw of the Object 907, and he's like, nope, just loading heat. Screw it. That was a little bit of a misjudgment. I thought I was going to be able to pop down before he could shoot me. Oh well. One more match here, and then I'm going to be off for the night here. I'm going to start a raffle too in a minute. Let's see, what do I want to... Why don't I bring the bat chat out, since it has a new HD model here. Run a raffle, 500 coins. Here we go. I was kind of really hoping for the big map, which is why I really picked this. But yeah, this is gonna be my last fight. You know, thanks for everyone who kind of yeah, stopped by, and thank you very much for the tips as well, and even, you know, Levi's tips. That'll make me feel a little bit less guilty when I eat some dinner here. He'll still beg, and I'll probably his favorite treat honestly is plain yogurt. We got to do low fat because he's a little fat dog, so. Right, I got a little bit of help up here. But my next stream, of course, will be Sunday coming up, which I think I might have missed it. Hello, Armas. Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. Monday, I'll probably do the 7 to 10 p.m. I might be able to go a little bit later than 10 now on Monday. But I think as far as the stream schedule goes, all of September should, for the most part, should stay the same here. However, starting the last week of September into the first week of October, I know that week specifically, I will be basically streaming a bit less that week. Ryan and I have a lot of events that we are attending, which I missed every single one of those shots, which I would say at least half of them were on me. Which thank you, C-Mine, for the subscription. Like, I know people love this tank, and it can be very good. I get an occasional good match here or there. I honestly, not to say I don't like it, it's just, I don't exactly do too well in it, and, you know, might come down to how I play it, but I find it very limited in random battles, to be honest. Thanks for shooting me, and these guys probably aren't going to kill you. I just find it very limited with the autoloader, lack of armor, lack of gun depression, to where you can't do a lot of things. And if you're playing solo in randoms, it can be pretty difficult to actually accomplish the same as other tier 10 mediums. I knew I was gonna die there, so might as well get a little bit of damage off, but I should have honestly not pushed up there, being that I was in a bat chat, because taking shots up here, I was gonna get shot at and taken damage, and of course I missed my whole clip, the first one, and you know, I would have been better off just kind of hanging back and waiting, to be honest. But hello Mojo, nice to see you. But yeah, this is gonna be my last fight. I can't do any more, unfortunately. There's about a minute and a half left on the raffle here, so I'm just gonna hang around in this battle until the raffle's done here. But thank you again for watching, guys. Like I said, I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. The only chance of that is if Ryan's doing something on the computer there, but I don't think it'll happen. I think tomorrow will be Spoil Levi and Aaron Day after work. Yay. Which currently, you know, the chances of winning a raffle, granted John's here, you know, there's a pretty good chance to win it. But got about 30 seconds left here on the raffle. You're feeling lucky tonight. Congratulations, Rich, on winning. I was gonna say, John, if you won tonight, I was like, everybody gets 500 Levi biscuits. But congrats, Rich, on winning. But I'll see you guys, or some of you, Sunday. Thank you again for watching. Have a very nice night. Have a very nice weekend. I'll see you guys around. Have a good one.